Hey everybody, this is Glidercat, and it's time to play more Captain of Industry. Let's see where we're at. Now, in real life, it's been quite a while since I last recorded, and boy, did I leave myself off at a complicated in a complicated spot. So last episode, we were kind of in the middle of doing our desalination setup, and we've got more to do. Obviously, it's not quite done. We added another seawater pump. We may actually go with 3. Now, before starting this episode, I was just kind of poking around with the game paused, and let me just share with you quickly what I'm observing, and what I'm thinking of doing. Over here in the desalination area, we've got these thermal desalinators, which take, what is it, 72 seawater every 60 seconds. Right? And we're planning to do 2 of those. So that's like what, 144 water. Our level 2 pipe here can give us 200 water every 60 seconds, right? So we could probably do close to 3 of these, not quite, but close to 3 off of one double pipe. So I'm thinking of actually adding one more seawater pump. So 3 of these would be, I don't know, 216 or something like that. I don't know what it comes out to be. I think 216. The pipe only does 200, so we'll be throwing away 16 capacity. But we could, as we're setting up this desalination, kind of max out this pipe. Eventually, we may get level 3 pipes. I don't know if they exist in the game yet or not. But I'm thinking while we're doing all this pipe work, we might as well, or we may as well scale this up to 3. It's going to be more workers and everything, and we can always shut down the buildings if we don't need it and save the workers, but at least we'll get the infrastructure placed. I think we'll be fine on construction materials. We'll just see. And then once we get the desalinators placed, then we got to figure out how to process the brine, and I think that's kind of where we left off. We have some rerouting to do if we're going to scale. So we were deconstructing a pipe here. So that's desalination. We got more to do on that. We got to figure out how to process the brine and create salt and all that good stuff. But the other thing I was looking at, and this is from a viewer commented a couple times, and this is my first chance at addressing the comment, is we're throwing away a lot of water, right? We're in need of water. That's our big problem right now, or our only problem really right now. And when we're exhausting out this steam, this low-powered steam, and the, where is it? The depleted, where is that? The steam depleted and steam low. I think we're venting out through these 2 pipes. That's all getting shot up into the atmosphere. We can convert both of those products to water using the cooling tower, which oddly enough is in the power production section. But I guess that makes sense. It's kind of a product of steam, and that's where our boilers are. So I guess it belongs here, but I was kind of looking for this in water before, and I didn't see it. Anyway, we can set up a cooling tower. It takes 4 workers. That will convert our excess low steam and steam depleted into water that we can then send back into the system. So I think we're going to work on this first, this episode. We've got 2 setups here. And then we just so happen to have our huge water storage array right nearby, which is convenient. So that's what we are going to do. Route these 2 pipes, here, and these 2 pipes here. We're going to significantly rework that so that we can turn that steam, that wasted steam, into water and feed it back into our system here. Let's just take a look. Now, the other product that we can convert into steam, we bring up the cooling tower here, maybe not like that, just mouse over it, is the high pressure steam. I don't think we're venting that anywhere, right? This is our boiler. I think when this thing backs up, we just kind of stop. So we don't have any, my knowledge, I could be wrong, but I don't think we have any excess high powered steam or high temperature steam that we would want to convert into water, but we do have excess of the other 2. So let's get to it. Now we need to find, there's a couple considerations here, right? One is we can't just spam these cooling towers anywhere we want because they do take workers. So we want to keep them productive. Let's see. Every 60 seconds, they can process 48 units of either of one of the steams, low pressure or the whatever it is, depleted steam. So I'm just wondering, we need to kind of try to figure out what our capacity is going to be. That's hard, right? Because these things are going to spin up and spin down. But let's see, what would be the maximum? A depleted steam. This guy maximum would kick out 48 depleted steam every 60 seconds. And these guys would do the same. They'd kick out 48 low steam. So if none of this was converted into energy, the low steam did not go through the turbine at all. Well, if it didn't go through the turbine at all, then I guess we would get we'd get one or the other. So let me back up and try to explain what I'm trying to say here. Each of these guys kicks out 24 low steam or steam low. So maximum we're going to have coming through this pipe is 48 steam low. If some of it goes through here, it will be converted 1-to-1. So we're still only going to have between these two pipes 48 units of steam to convert into water. And that looks like it's perfect for one of these cooling towers. Right? So it's a one cooling tower to every power setup, I think. I think that is going to work out for us. Now, where to place this thing? We've got our exhaust pipes kind of coming through here. You can kind of see those center of the screen. We need to place a cooling tower. We could do that somewhere around here. But we need to route water out of that cooling tower into this array. And it can probably join up right here at this little section. I'm zoomed in as far as I can go. But we'll probably connect a water pipe straight into this junction. I think it'll fit. If not, we'll go over one. Then that'll feed into our array, which kind of snakes around. And this should never, ever get filled up. In fact, we're going to upgrade the storage through research. So the capacity of this is going to even increase even beyond what it is. So where does it make sense? To put this, we could reroute this pipe here. We could remove this pipe entirely. And then route it down somewhere over here, maybe. We've got some extra space, and then we can just route the water across and in and do something similar over here. Get rid of these two parallel pipes. Route this stuff down and then into our low pressure turbine. So this pipe balancer would come down here somewhere. These two guys sending in the low steam would come through the new pipe balancer. Some of it would go up into the low pressure turbine, and the rest would go into the cooling tower. And then we'd route this output pipe from the low pressure turbine, not this way, but maybe back around. This would be out of the way, so we could route this depleted steam out and straight into the cooling tower. And then I think we're still going to have, oh, maybe we don't. I was going to say, I think we're still going to have the smokestacks in case there's excess or backup. But we'd only need that if our water truly backed up. Like if our water was completely full. Yeah, we're not, I mean, we could always dump the water out into the ocean, but we're not really near the water. So we might just want to still have a provision for a smokestack or two, just in case our water is totally backed up. Then we'd want that low pressure and depleted steam to go straight out smokestacks instead of going through the cooling towers. So we've got that for both sides. Hopefully that all makes sense. We're going to see it in about 2 hours when I get it done. And we're going to see it in about 2 minutes when we get started working on this. There's a number of pipe balancers in order to make sure that we don't have backups. We're going to need pipe balancers, and backups are a problem because that would basically shut down our power generation. So we want to make sure everything keeps flowing through here. Again, it's unlikely we're going to get a backup on water because we're using so much and we have a lot of storage for it. But let's make this as fail-safe as we can. So how do we want to do this? Oh, man. This guy... Just thinking how we're going to work, how we're going to route the pipes. This is our excess. We could change that. We could change this around. So we've got X and O here. Right now, O is the priority and X is the overflow. We could change it so so O is the priority. If X was the priority, we could go hug this line. And then this pipe could come out and hopefully come on top of that one. Just trying to think of how to do this, how to work with the space that we've got available. The other thing we could do is just turn this one immediately around and elevate it. That might make more sense. So let's dive in. This one. Okay. O is the priority. We're going to leave that. X is our exhaust. This is the excess that we want to convert into water as long as the water is not loaded. So let's delete this. This pipe needs to go, or better yet, I can branch off of it first. This is going to be a little involved, this process. So yeah, you're going to have to bear with me. I can just come straight through underneath. That is pretty sweet. I like it. Boom. I'm going to just get that constructed. Let's get rid of this one. You can go bye-bye. I'm going to put it on play for a second while we do this. And then this smokestack goes bye-bye. Sorry, buddy. But it was nice. We may run into power problems, but fortunately we've got excess. So I know I overdid it on the power generation, but it's going to actually come in handy here because it allows us to reconfigure one. And another one should be able to run our whole colony. Because this guy is going to kind of go down while we're doing the construction. All right, I'm going to just let this run until these are deconstructed. We still have a huge backup on our trucking. Okay, our new pipe's being constructed. Did I do level 2s? I hope so. All right, that's gone. In the smokestack, I don't care. That can be taken care of later. Let me pause again. I'm going to actually divert for a second. The other thing I wanted to point out was before I put the head in the sand mode on here by turning off the bell, we've got not enough workers. Who cares? Groundwater resource getting low. Yep, we know about that. Not enough maintenance. Never. We always have tons. Oil rig has full output. So we've got 2 oil rigs that have tons of oil. Ooh, we have no designations available to be mined in the mine tower area. So we got a couple things we should probably look at here too. Can I click this? No. All right, oil rigs. Let's see how we're doing with oil. Have we unloaded the oil from our ship? We have. We still have a bunch in the shipyard, and I bet we're like overflowing here with diesel, right? Interesting. This hooked up incorrectly. No, I've got a couple tanks here that can be, or that where we can have some more diesel. My crude tanks are pretty full. Should we add more to this? The reason why I'm looking at this now is I'm thinking we could send our ship out and go retrieve some of that oil. We don't really need it, but it's hard to just leave it there, right? And not try to collect it. How are these arranged? They're all being fed from over here, right? I've got room for a little more. Unfortunately, when it comes in on this ship, I think I'm having to truck it pretty far. Let's see. Okay, that's the crude coming in. I definitely have some upgrades to do on pipes, but I'm going to wait till building materials get a little better because we're going to be doing a bunch of building. This is the crude coming into processing this main pipe out. This is our main in. So this is where everything's coming in. I'm just looking to see how I can extend this array of tanks. I can obviously just spam them out this way, but I'd like to use a little bit of this space if I could. I could route these two pipes over into some tanks this way, or we could take a look at the research and just see if storage level 2 is going to solve all our problems. Oh, coming soon. Shoot. That's not going to solve our problems. Well, maybe we'll just forego the oil. Boy, I hate to leave it there. It seems like we could be picking that up. I guess I could put it on the ship. Could go get it and bring it back. We've got just tons of diesel, tons of oil. Take a look at the map. I know this is a bit of a distraction. Huge distraction. Curious. The other thing we could do is shut down one of these and save 12 workers, right? We're kind of short on workers. That's another option. Why don't we... Boy, it's going to be easy to forget about that, though. I'll shut off the workers and eventually we'll run out of oil. We're doing so good right now on this. Why don't we shut down one of the oil rigs? At least. Yeah, let's shut down one of them. Because our cargo ship is out going to get more. Let's shut down one of them. May come to regret this. 1 shift, 2 shifts. This guy, right? Let's go 1 shift each. That frees up our workers. Think. Looks like it did here. That makes a little more sense. We're still not processing all that oil. Be nice if we could trade it. Can we trade oil for something? Doesn't look like it, right? This is us providing these parts. I'm guessing that's what the arrow is. And they'll give us this stuff. Think. We don't need that. Let's see. This one. Yeah, I think that I'm guessing this is, we provide this and they give us this, right? Kind of wish it was the opposite of this one. I'd like to provide some diesel and get steel. That would be kind of nice. But I don't think that's how it works. Too bad. Is it? No, we don't want to go there. Yeah, so let's ignore that. Let's ignore the oil rigs. Too bad. We just have so much right now, I don't think we need to do it. Let's figure out what this the mining designation problem is. That here it is. This is what? Our copper? So let's update this mining designation. Should we start digging down or should we grab the rest of the surface? I guess we'll grab the rest of the surface stuff. So let's change the mining designation and the area. Suppose the area can be huge, right? Is there a limit to this? Boom. No reason not to do that as far as I can tell. But we need to do the mining designation. This one shouldn't be as drama-filled as most of mine. Mining designation, that's this guy, in case you didn't know. One with the excavator. I made a huge mistake trying to use the dumping designation a few episodes ago, or a couple episodes ago. It's kind of embarrassing, but we won't talk about that. Okay, so can I just take all of this like that? Even this here, maybe? Think we should have solved that problem. All right, let's hit play. Yeah, that already went, that error message already went away. Okay, and that'll get these guys doing more copper, and that may be the issue with our maintenance. I'm not going to bother looking too closely. Let's hit play. I'll escape out of this. There goes our excavator. Okay, we're good. Back to the cooling towers. Sorry about that little distraction, but it's something at the top of the episode I wanted to get to and forgot about. All right, back to routing some pipes. We need to... This is our whole buffer. It's getting kind of buried in here. I suppose we could always add another array if we wanted to and just come under the pipes. So that's not totally blocked off yet. We want to have a way of running this guy through a pipe balancer and then convert it into water. We're going to need to do the same thing with another one over here. And we're going to need the smokestack. Man, how am I going to fit all this in? Where do I want that balancer? Let's take a look at what the cooling tower is size-wise again. It's not horrible. We kind of want this like this, right? We can run the water out underneath. Will this do it? I think I can come pretty close to this, actually. Maybe here? May not be super clear what I'm doing, but it will become apparent. Let's do it. I can spend 2 hours trying to decide. As you well know, if you've been watching this series, let's go for pipe balancer here. Maybe even here. I'm zoomed in as far as I can go. I wish I could get a little closer. And I wiggle the pipe around here. Pop that down. Run this pipe. That's fine. I just need you connected in. Boom. Oh, how am I going to get this out of here, though? Tell you what I'm thinking about. What I'm contemplating. Keep out of that. I've got my, what is this? Low pressure steam, or steam low, coming through this pipe. Right? This is the excess. We're already taking the priority of the steam low. If our low pressure turbine can take it, that's where it's going to go. But my excess, I want to either turn into water, as long as our water's not all backed up, or I need to exhaust it. So that's what this little pipe balancer is going to be for. But its output needs to go to two things. One output needs to go into the cooling tower, and the other output needs to go into a smokestack, which we haven't built yet. That's all fine. I can do that pretty easy, but I need to do the same thing with this pipe over here. That's the next one we're going to move, is this guy. And so I'm just trying to think of how I can position things with these smart or with the pipe balancers and our smokestack and our water cooler, so everything fits. And we're going to get into a little bit of trouble here. Is I was thinking of taking the priority output this way and feeding it into our water cooler, and then this guy would be the exhaust. But then I need to have another pipe kind of hop over. Oh man, it's going to be a little tricky to do this. The smokestack doesn't take a worker, does it? Reason I ask is we could run the excess through a single smokestack. This I don't think takes workers, and it's cheap, and it doesn't take much room. So what I was thinking of doing here is popping this guy like right snug up this. That would be the excess. Maybe we can make this work. Let's see. Show you what I'm thinking. The direction the stuff's coming in through here. I don't need pipe 2s for this, but I'll use them just for fun. A lot of construction materials, actually. Should I not do that? We'll use it. We'll just standardize on these as best we can. Then this excess has to... Oops, let's escape out of that. Needs to come into here, but I actually wanted to do its little wiggle further down. Man. I'm going to need a pipe to hop over here. Okay, so this, in theory, we'll have to see how the pipe balancer comes out. I think there may have been some changes to this. Can we change the direction? We'll have to see. I can't see the X's and O's and stuff. Maybe you guys can. That's beyond my vision abilities. That takes care of that one. We need to do the same thing with this pipe. Let's do it. And then we'll have to, once these get constructed, we'll figure out the settings on the pipe balancers. All right, this is going to come out. Let's take these out. You go bye-bye, and you go bye-bye, and we'll hit play and watch it happen. Again, we've got enough power in the colony. We should be fine. This guy is humming along. While we kind of taking this guy down. We still have some stored power here, actually. Trucking is horribly behind. This is suspect, too. I'm a little confused. Oh, do I not have... What's going on here? Sorry, I'm going to pause. These guys look like they've got fill and don't have anywhere to go. So let's get them a landfill designation that they can be happy about. Okay, can we level this? Yeah, these guys are all complaining. So that's why our trucks are backing up. Fill. Can you fill? That maybe? Play. If these guys decide to dump there. Yeah, they're doing it. That might be just the thing. We need to do another designation. Guess we could extend this out a little bit. Let's do it. Add another designation flat, I guess. And I'm doing the dumping designation. Got a lot of trouble with the designations. Boom. All right. That should help our trucking situation. Okay, these guys are complaining because we've destroyed all their pipes. Let's pause again. Now we're going to route the depleted steam, and we need to do the same kind of thing. We might be able to use the same smokestack. We don't need to. All right, this has got to come through a splitter as well. Not a splitter, but a balancer, pipe balancer. Let's put one down. And I have no idea where the front is, where the back is to this thing. Or if it matters. Something like we want to do. I guess right here. I gotta hop over this pipe. Maybe this is a better way. How about something like this? Let's try that. And run our number 2 pipe out. I'll take it. I'll take that. That's kind of okay. And then basically this guy needs to find a way into here. Boom. And then this is the excess. If you can't turn it into water, then turn it into smoke. Something like that. Let's hit play. Let's get this stuff built, and we'll just see how our pipe balancers are configured and make sure it's right. I think this is kind of what we want. We got to run the water pipe out. We'll do that next. But let's just get this stuff built. Hopefully we'll see the truck queue decrease too, as we've designated a new place for them to dump dirt. Just take a look. Yeah, we got a bunch of trucks here that are starting to happily unload. Although these guys aren't so happily unloading, are they? Rock. Can they not get to this designation, or is it full? Take a look. Looks like it's full. Can they get up here? I think so. We'll find out. We will find out soon enough. Why don't we mark some trees for the heck of it? Yeah, they're already marked, so I guess we'll find out. Okay, here they come. It's a long ways. We got plenty of diesel. They're chewing through our maintenance, though, doing this, but that's all right. Right now, we're short on copper. Hopefully that will rebound. I think we're short on copper. Yeah. That's kind of our limiting thing, but it's starting to make its way through. We should be able to catch up on the maintenance stuff. All right, how's our pipes? Let's go, fellas. Oh, I guess I could prioritize this. I don't know that there's... We got construction materials. That's not an issue. Could just be the trucking is a little backed up. Unity looks great. Food's okay. Not stellar. Water is probably part of the issue. Oh no, these guys look like they're... Well, this one needs water. I don't know if we're going to get around to doing fertilizer someday. Yeah, we got water issues. It's kind of bringing down our food supply. Little concerned about that, but that's what we're working on. This should all help. Oops, priority yes. Let's go. A cooling tower. This can't prioritize us? Apparently not. We need more concrete. Do we have plenty of that? Oh. This guy even needs oh, we don't have plenty of concrete. Look at this. Kind of an issue. We kind of have a problem. We don't have the concrete to finish building this. We need quite a bit. We could trade for it. Yeah, do not have a backup supply of that. That could be something we want to take care of, actually. Let's do that. Let's build some storage. For concrete. Yeah, here it comes. We're starting to produce some, at least. Where are we at? Just trying to find a good place to belt down some of this stuff into a unit storage. Let's grab a belt. Flat conveyor 1 is probably good enough. I'm going to come down here. Just so we have a supply of building materials. In fact, why don't we try and prioritize this as well? I know prioritizing everything is pretty much the same as prioritizing nothing. All right. Where are we at with our pipages? Still waiting on concrete. Everything else is ready to go. This stuff is all venting out kind of as expected until we get this constructed. I don't see a way to prioritize this. Which is odd. Is it down below? Yeah, there it is. Boom. Prioritize that. We need construction material 3s. That's an issue as well. So this will take a little bit of time. We're going to do a very similar setup over here. And I guess we're good on power. Like, this thing should not back up. Everything's going to get vented out right now, but it shouldn't back up on us. It is chewing up water, doing it this way. Our iron may be a little... Well, we've got plenty of iron. Plenty of construction parts. Wonder what's holding up these guys. Just looking at... this is where we're making our construction part 3s is way over here. But it waits until the construction part 2s are filled up before it even tries it. It might have been this concrete has slowed everything down. But it's all kind of interrelated. Did you steal water? You did. I should say I don't want exports. Let's turn exports. We'll leave it on. We'll leave it off for now. I do need water here. Pretty desperately. It'd be nice if it rained. But we do need concrete blocks. Lots of them, actually. We need them for the construction part 3s, and we need them for the construction part 2s. All right. Our trucks still seem to be hopelessly backed up, don't they? Guess I can work on the second cooling tower. It's not as urgent given that we're so far behind with materials. Okay, we got some rain. That's going to help a little bit, right? We got one water collector here. And that should fill up our reservoirs as well. Do we have a reservoir nearby? How is this one doing? It's probably empty. Slowly filling up. Slowly. We could, if we want, run a temporary pipe. That's a lot of building resources over to here. Or I could set up another water harvester, rainwater harvester temporarily. How much do those cost? 30 wood, 20 construction materials. It's not a lot. But long term, maybe we do want to have water come into here from our main array. You know what I'm saying? Probably doesn't hurt to actually run that pipe over here and connect in. In fact, we could get rid of the rainwater harvester. And then this guy would be the cement factory, which is going to be here for a mighty long time. We got all the sand. It would have its own connection to the water network. That kind of makes sense to me to do that. Where do we want to run that pipe? Kind of thinking here. And then across and over and into the, I guess, the storage tank. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do it. Hopefully our food stays good. I'm a little nervous on that. I'll go for the full-on pipe here. This, I believe, is water. Sure, that's water. Does it show us? I'm going to double check that. I want to make sure. Yeah, that's our water. Let's connect this up. And we want this raised up. Something that needs to be done, right? We want that. We want all the things that require water to be on the same network. Eventually. Now's a decent time to do it. Bring this over this way. It's a lot of construction part 2s. I guess I could have started with 1s. Probably should have. Yeah, I probably should have done construction part 1s. If I had to do it again, that's what I would do. Kind of see what I'm aiming for here. I'm hoping that I can make the trip down. Maybe I got to come down one here. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Exactly what I want. That will ensure our concrete production stays up. I'm going to chew through a lot of construction parts, though. And that, as we chew through these construction part 2s, that's holding up our production of construction part 3s because we don't have this third line set up yet, which would prioritize construction part 3s. We just have construction part 3s are just kind of an overflow. When we have an abundant supply of construction part 2s, they roll over into construction part 3 production. So it's not fully optimized yet, but we were doing really good on construction part 3s. That cooling tower, it's kind of a chicken and egg thing, right? Once we get the cooling tower, we'll have more water. But we need more water in order to build the cooling tower. Yeah, is this guy waiting on water? Yeah, shouldn't be. What do you need? What do you need? You've got workers. You need water. Why are you not getting water from here? There's 19 in there. I'm missing something. Oh, you need sand. What's going on here? Oh, you're getting a bunch of junk. Ah, all right. Let's change the mining designation over here as well. I think we just need to level this off. It looks like there's some sand to be had here. Okay, let's set up the mining designation, and then we'll edit the area. I don't know how big I can make this thing. Okay. That should help. We get our sand. Maybe throw another truck on here. Assign trucks. Let's add another truck there. Well, yeah, our truck queue is just horrible right now. Just about ready to wrap up this episode. We could throw another excavator on there. We might want to build some of those. Where is our vehicle depot? This monster. How are we doing on resources? These guys take, let's see. We got plenty of diesel. We got plenty of everything for this. Let's build another excavator. How are we doing on quota here for vehicles? 40 out of 60. Yeah, let's build another one of these. And let's build another one of these. Another truck. For a while there, we had too many trucks. Let's build two more. We'll get that going. I wonder if I should be shutting this off too and freeing up those workers when we don't need it. How are we doing here? Still have oil at the shipyard, crude. Not even using the ship right now. This guy is waiting on diesel. Ooh. Yeah, here's a place for optimization too, right? We should be piping diesel back over here so we're not trucking it. Do we have a line with diesel floating around over here, fellas? This? Nope, that's oil coming in. That's nothing, apparently. I don't see anything there. Where is our diesel? Okay, we are full. Let's trace that back. We've got diesel coming off of here, right? Should we branch this back and run a pipe over to our shipyard? Doesn't have the biggest storage tank. How do I get over there? I don't think I can pipe over these buildings. But I've got diesel I could tap into here even. No, that's sour water. He won't run on that. My diesel. Here. Just thinking if we can, I know this is a distraction, but I can't do anything with the other cooling tower yet because we need a lot of building materials. So that's next. Our next project is going to be doing the same thing we did here over here. We can pretty much do it at any time, but it's going to be a while before it ever gets built. That's why I'm kind of just looking at some other things that need our attention as well. Okay, now the cement factory has tons of that. Let's put another... We don't have the excavator built yet. Could take off this... Change the mining designation here so this guy isn't chewing through this hill. Guys are filling up too pretty fast. I'd like to have a closer mining designation. I'd like to chew up this hill and then kind of expand out this way. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? see if I can expand it here more. I'm not sure how far they'll let us come out. Can't start dumping here yet. Okay, that's fine. We need sand. That's what's holding us back now. I guess I should clean this up, right? Let's get rid of this. It looks like he's done flattening that. He should start moving over to the sand here. Let's take this off. Let's take these off. And then hopefully we'll start getting more sand. Okay, there's 1 unit of sand. I think I upset him. I hurt his feelings. He's just doesn't want to be over here anymore. See. Not sure what he's doing. Okay, he's loading sand. We should get our concrete production back up here before too long. We obviously have work to do on the mining designation here. We're going to have to start digging down. But concrete right now, that's the thing that's holding us up. Food is okay. It's holding pretty steady. We got tons of workers. Food is okay. Maintenance is hurting from, let's see, from copper. And I guess we could turn one of these on. We've got the workers. And it looks like we do. We're okay on copper. Let's get that going again. Yeah, copper is filled. Yeah, one of these guys running on a boost. I may just keep it on a boost. Just to save workers. We don't even need to, but we'll run it on a boost. We'll see if the maintenance recovers. I think we'll wrap this episode here. Next episode, what are we going to do? We'll give some thought to running that diesel pipe I was looking at here. That's kind of a little side thing that probably should be done. Getting diesel over here so we're not trucking it. Just kind of a waste having trucks transfer that when we've got diesel production right here. We'll probably pull a pipe off of this. Boom. And find our way to route it around and over and then feed this thing. Let's take a look before we end the episode. Should I be adding a module to this thing? How do I do it? Cargo depot. Oh, where would that even be here? I mean, is this supposed to? Oh, what? Fluid module. Cargo depot module for transferring fluid materials such as oil can be built in an empty slot of a cargo depot. Once built and repaired. Okay, that's the whole depot and that's the module. There are no other modules, right? Am I correct in that? Or is there something in the research? Research taking forever too. Is there another module that I should be leaving room for? Greenhouse. Ooh, 20% increased crop yield. Oh man, we need that. That may be next. Yeah, we still got a lot to go after here. Tons. All right, let's wrap this one here. We'll see what we do next episode. I'm not sure what I want to do. Probably do want to route that diesel around. It doesn't look like I need to save this space for anything. Obviously not, because the pipe hookup's there. Looks like there's room maybe for another little module here, like a fluid module right there, probably. Guess we could do that for the heck of it. A little more storage, 180. I don't know that we need it when we got these tanks here that hold 180. But we could do that if we want. But yeah, let's route diesel over here and save some truck trips. it's more important to save the maintenance than it is the diesel, because we've got tons of diesel. But we'll do that. We'll think about the cooling tower, the second cooling tower. We'll keep an eye on the sand mine. And then eventually we'll get back to the desalination. All right, that's it for now. This is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching. Special thanks to those of you who have been giving the videos a thumbs up, especially all the way through this series. Really appreciate that. That helps my tiny channel grow. And I will see you all in the next episode.